Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Wow, what a weekend, guys. I hope you all had a great Easter weekend. I did. It was fantastic. Really, really nice spending time with the family. Just chilled out. Left my laptop and everything alone. Didn't touch it the whole weekend. But we did have some new projects that I did have. I sort of done the videos last week. And then I scheduled them for like on the Saturday. Was it Saturday, Friday? No, yeah, because it was Easter Friday, wasn't it? So it's Friday and then Monday, yesterday, because today's Tuesday. It's really throwing me. Today's Tuesday feels like a Monday. But yeah, so yeah, I showed you some new projects, guys. We've got a lovely Cougar, that black Ford Cougar. Great service history on that car. It's fantastic, as well as that Fiat 500 as well. The white one with the crazy stupid crash damage at the back. That's why it was written off. It's just unbelievable what they do. But you know, it is what it is, and they're just great little bargains, great little cars. So we're going to get into those this week, definitely for sure, because everything else seems to be sort of flying out the door at the minute. So yeah, we'll be getting into those new projects this week. What else? The other thing I want to address is that now I'm starting to use Copart again, and I wasn't using them. I didn't use them for a long time. It's got to be a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I didn't use Copart for. So I found this other company for my salvage cars. And at the beginning, it was perfect. It was great. It was, you know, I knew exactly what was going on. The cars were just coming from an insurance company. So I knew that no one can just throw cars through the auction like Copart. Like anyone can throw their own cars through Copart and let it run through the auction. With this other company, you can't do that. Only insurance companies can put their cars through. So the risk of being stung, the risk of buying the lemon, the risk of you know, getting something that's not repairable, the actual percentage of the actual risk comes down, which was fantastic, and it did work for a long time. But they changed something, which changed the whole process basically. I'm going to explain, and in fact, I'm going to show you on the laptop a live auction today, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. And this is the reason, I'll show you later, this is the reason why I'm now going back to Copart. Don't get me wrong, Copart are Copart. They're the same. Nothing's changed. It's just that I have to, as a company, and as a business and a model or whatever, you have to blend and go with the vibes. You have to go with the flow. There's no point just sticking with something because everything changes. And that's exactly what's happened. So I have to change. I have to change with it. If you don't, you get left behind. And then, yeah, it don't work. So, yeah, it's basically, yeah, I have to sort of do it. But I'll get into that later. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I'll explain why I've gone back to Copart. I'm starting to buy some cars from them now. I'll still use that company if I feel that it's, you know, okay. But I'll explain. You'll know what I'm talking about later. So for now, let's get into it. We're going to jump on the black Fiesta today. I want to completely finish that car off. There's no reason why we can't get MOT today as well. And I've got it's nearly brand new front wheel for that car, so we're going to be swapping that over, and I'll show you that one as well. We've got to take the back bumper off and get the reflector changed. We've got to clean off the inside. We've still got some bits and pieces to do on that car. So let's get cracking with today's video. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, we're on this one today, the black Fiesta titanium. Yeah, I want to get this MOT'd and then finished, hopefully done. I'm going to have to sort of do that, because that is for sure an advisory. So I don't want that to come up. So I'm going to do that. Also, got this wheel for the other corner. Exactly the same wheel, but in a lot better condition. A lot better condition. It just looks so much smarter. And in fact, the actual tread, look how much tread's on that tyre. It's pretty much brand new. You've still got the little, you can always tell if it's a new tyre or not. If all these little, I don't know what they're called actually, but they're little tyre I'm going to call them brand new tyre bits. But yeah, much better, guys. Look at that. It's just absolutely scuffed, ruined and terrible. So that tyre, it's got a little bit, but not that much really. So it was worth just swapping it over. And I got this wheel, this alloy wheel and tyre complete, 80 quid. So can't really complain about that. So I'll swap that over. Still want to do a little bit of touch up on the paint. Still got to do the inside. Still got to do a little bit of cleaning. But I think if I swap this over, do that fog light, and then we'll run it to the MOT centre, see if we can get it through that. If anything comes up, we're going to do it as usual on the advisories. I like my cars to go with no advisories. That way, there's no issues with the car for the new owner, is there really? If anything does come up, it's wear and tear or it's any other bits and pieces. It's not really, yeah. So let me put it on the ramp. We'll take it up. We'll sort this back. I've got it over here somewhere, no? Yeah, it's over here. So we'll swap this over, and then that'll be the reflector done, and then we can do the front wheel, swap that over, get it to the MOT centre. So let's do it. Right, there we go, guys. That's the wheel swapped over. The old one there. Rubbish, isn't it? Gonna keep it though, it's a spare. Be a nice little, nice little spare in case I ever need any, a wheel to chuck on a Fiesta, or, we get a corner damage again and I could just chuck it on and it's manoeuvrable. Then I've got a wheel to use. So I will keep that. Reflector changed. So that is not going to be a foul now. I've checked all the lights, I've looked over everything and it all looks okay. I think the next thing to do now is to run it down to the MOT centre. There was something I wanted to show you. Let me just take her up a little bit more. So whilst I've been driving it around, manoeuvring it and sort of, you know, it being on, there's been a bit of a blowing coming from the exhaust, and I think it's coming from the back box, you know. I think the weld, yeah, we've got a bit of a gap on that back box. I have spoke to the MOT guy. There is actually an exhaust place next to the MOT centre, so I'm hoping that they can fit me in when I get over there. I can't quite bloody get up there to show you, but it's like it's up there somewhere. It's where it's blowing. So I'm going to get them to have a look at that. We might just have to replace the exhaust. Sometimes you can weld them up, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, the rest of the actual box looks all right. It's just that back piece connector. So yeah, that's that, guys. Right, let me run it to the MOT centre, and then I'll come back and I'll let you know the results. So bear with me, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the MOT centre. It's absolutely filthy now. I had to go through a few puddles, and you can see it's just absolutely covered the car. So we've definitely got to give it a clean on the inside and outside. But yeah, before I show you the results on the MOT, just want to quickly say I cannot show you what I was going to show you, what I was speaking about before, because I've got no internet. It will not connect. I've got like a router that's up here, and it will not connect. I don't know why. I'm not sure. I might have to get my son to have a look at it. He's, you know, he knows all about all that stuff. But yeah, basically, before we finished off for Christmas weekend, I turned it off because I didn't want the power to continue over that weekend. It's costing me money in electric. So I just, before we went away for Easter break, I just literally turned everything off in the whole workshop. And then when I come back this morning, turned it back on, and now it won't connect to my laptop. I don't know what's going on. It just will not have it. I don't know. I'm trying, but it just will not have it. So yeah, I can't actually show you what I wanted to show you, which was the website that I use for, not Copart, the other site that I wanted to show you for getting my cars. So we'll have to do this. I'll take this back tonight. I'll get him to have a look at it. I've probably done something. I don't know what. I have to get him to have a look at it, and then he'll reconnect it up. And then tomorrow, I will hopefully, fingers crossed, be able to show you the site that I'm talking about for the other cars. And we'll do a comparison compared to Copart, and we'll do that like that. So, but that'll have to be tomorrow, hopefully, guys. But for today, we're going to continue with this Fiesta. Like I said, I want to clean it inside and outside, do my normal stuff, give it a good vacuum, give it a good clean the seats. I don't know if the seats were that bad, actually. Let me check. Yeah, they've got some stains in them, and we might as well give them a clean. These heated seats can't be heated seats, are they? They feel like they are. There's no buttons in it for heated seats. How weird is that? It feels like there is. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so we've got to give it a good clean all around the car. So let's continue with this. I have actually gone out and got some parts for the black Ford Cougar. This is the bumper, in colour, Panther black. So we've got in colour, and I also got a wing in colour as well. So yeah, we've got some parts to crack on with that Cougar. That'll probably be tomorrow's video. But for today, guys, let's crack on with the Fiesta. Let's get this finished, get it done. Let me show you. See, look, I'm just getting ahead of myself. I just talk away, blah, 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 waffle, and I haven't even showed you the MOT. So there we go. another one done. No advisories. And it's no advisories because of what I do before I take them to the MOT centre. You know that, guys. You've been watching me for a long time now, most of you. And you know what I do to get it like this. I'd rather put the effort in, even if you're not quite sure, 100% sure that it's going to be an advisory. Not quite sure, do it anyway. Because then you're 100%, and then this is going to happen, isn't it? No advisories. That's what's going to happen. So yeah, that's what I like to see. But yeah, look at the mileage as well. Over the last 3 or 4 years, absolutely nothing. 74, 75, 77, 80. Back from 2020. So yeah. Let's crack on with this one. Let's get it cleaned up. Let's get it finished off. And then I've got to go around with all my touch pen and sort of touch up a little bit of paintwork and make it a little bit more presentable. So let's do this. Right, okay, so that's the outside cleaned up so I can see, you know, exactly what's going on. There's the odd like mark here and there and there, but they're mainly sort of, you know what I mean, pieces I can get off. I'll show you what I use. So a bit of G101 spray. I use a scourer with a sponge, but this is a scratchless scourer, okay? It has to be a scratchless one. You can't just go and use any old scourer. It must be one like this. So let me show you. You're probably thinking, nah, that ain't gonna work. Nah, you're gonna scratch the paint. Nah, you're gonna ruin it. You're gonna ruin it. Watch. Okay. Oh, still ain't come up. God, that is deep. That might need the, sometimes you have to put on the actual polishing machine, the buffer. Oh, it's coming up now. Yeah, it's getting there, slow. No, that's not enough. Still see it, so yeah. But you can see there's no scratches. I haven't scratched the hell out of it. You see? Yeah. So we're gonna have to, maybe the buffer will work. I'm not sure now. I don't like leaving these little bits like this. It drives me mad. Better. It's getting there. So that's basically what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go all over with the scratchless scourer. It must be scratchless. You can get them in any supermarkets, anywhere, guys. But they're fantastic because it doesn't scratch the paintwork. I use them quite a lot on bits and pieces that I need to get off when it comes to cars. And I've never scratched a car yet. So yeah, right, we have got to give it a good clean as well. The inside needs cleaning. Still got to clean all this off. You know, the door shuts have got to be clean. The door cards have got to be clean. The seats have got to be cleaned everywhere. So I am going to set you up. We're going to get cracking. We've got a little bit more time left today. Time has got away from me a little bit today because I had to go to the MOT place and go and pick up some bits and pieces, parts for the Cougar. I've been running around everywhere behind the scenes that you don't see. So let's get cracking. I'll set you up, but I want to give this a good clean because really it's going to need a good clean, photos, and then it's up for sale. So yeah, let's keep doing it. Let's do this. So here we go, guys. See, it's all cleaned up. Very, very nice. All I've got to do is the seats with the machine. That's always the last thing that I do because you don't want to be doing the seats and then because obviously if you need to climb in and out of the car to clean and wipe down everything else, seats are always the last thing you do. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do next. Looking much better, much smarter. And the only other thing I've got to do is I've got to go around with a touch up, and then I'm just going to dab these spots up with a little bit of Panther Black paint, and then give it probably 2 or 3 coats as I go around. Just let it dry. Keep going around the car, checking for bits and pieces, but it's only mainly the front and back bumper. There's nothing else really that needs to be touched up, like this. All this that needs touching up. There needs touching up as well. So, you know, it is what it is. It ain't like it's for its age. It's in pretty good condition. Like bodywork, there's no rust around the arches or anything like that at all. So for the age, it's a really good nick. And obviously mechanically, it's fine because, you know, I've done the timing belt, the water pump. I'd rather, you know, you could probably say, oh, why didn't you have the front and back bumpers painted? But the money that I saved doing that, I've put into the engine, the timing belt, the water pump, the service, all that sort of side of it. I'd rather put it into the engine because then we know there's going to be no issues when the new owner takes it out and takes it for a drive. Right, every time I put a car up for sale, and it's this kind of age or a little bit older, a little bit newer, do you know what I mean? These kind of age cars, right, is what I'm saying. The very first thing that people ask, when was the timing belt and water pump was last done? That's the things they ask for, because they know Most people know that it's due at a certain year, a certain age, certain year, a certain mileage. Do you know what I mean? It's all relevant and it's all due. So the first thing they do, they want to know when was it done, because they don't want to do it and they don't want any problems afterwards driving the car when they've bought the car. They don't want the problems or the issues. And this is exactly what I'm saying. You know, I'm getting this car out, and every car that I do, no advisories, MOT free, 12 months MOT, and hassle-free driving for at least, well, the engine and the timing belt, years, you know. But you're always going to have wear and tear parts, aren't you, on every car. That's just the way it is. But it's that peace of mind from the new owner. Is it going to be okay, you know, further down the line? And yeah, they always are. They always are. So I'm going to go around. I'm going to touch up these little bits and pieces. We're going to do the seats. And then that's it. We are completely done with this car. I can take some pictures. I've done the glass inside and out. We've got the sticker on the back to say, you know, that's where it was done. And this car is not going to hang around. I know it ain't. So let me just finish off, do the touch-ups, do the seats, and then we'll finish this off and get it all done. So let's keep going, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, there we go. All cleaned. Much better now in here. So, yeah. Really clean. So, yeah, all good. So, we're all done, guys. The only thing I didn't mention was obviously the MOT and the exhaust, because that was blowing. That's now not blowing because the exhaust guy, the MOT guy, is a welder. So, he just welded up the back box. He said there was a little split with the pipe that goes into the back of the back box, a slight little split, and it was blowing from there. So he just welded it back up, job done, and painted it for me. So yeah, and then obviously he run it through the MOT, and no advisories, so all sorted. Just done a little touch up, you see. A lot better. Gonna need another coat, definitely, around all the little bits and pieces. But much better. It just shows you, doesn't it, after a clean and some paint touch up where you need to, it really does look decent now. There's a little bit around there, but you know, for the age, like I said, it's pretty goddamn good. So yeah, there we go. Right, before we go, guys, I just want to quickly ask, what do we think this car is going to be worth? What do I put it up for? Because I'm not sure really what sort of price to put it up. It's quite an oldish car. I've not really had this kind of oldish car before. It's done 80,000 miles. It's a 5-door. You know, it's a titanium. It's a 1.4, so cheap to run, tax, MOT, and all that sort of stuff. You know, I've done the timing belt water pump, as I keep saying. Service done. It's MOT, 12 months, no advisories. It's a really nice, clean car. So I'm not quite sure what to put it up for. I will let you know what I get for it. But if you drop me a comment and let me know what you think, I'll get for it. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised at what people say. I've had a couple of offers already by, you know, some of my followers. I think one was 1,600 quid, which is really low. So that weren't going to happen. But yeah, just let me know what you think, guys. And the other thing as well, what do we want to do tomorrow? What do you want to see in tomorrow's video? Do we want to see the Fiat 500 starting on that? We know the rear damage, which was a little bit crazy, tiny little thing on the back. Get the Fiat 500 done. Or do we move on to the Ford Cougar, the black one? Let me know what you think and what you want to see tomorrow. I will check out the comments and do what you ask, basically. Hopefully my internet will be sorted by then. It's still not having it. It's still not having it. And it's, what's the time there? 4 o'clock. So, yeah. Just hopefully tomorrow I can show you what I was talking about when it comes to why I've switched to Copart. But that'll be hopefully tomorrow's video as well. So let me know what you think in the comments. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.